Hi guys, I'm here today to show you how to make a roller bottle with your essential oils, because maybe you've just got all these beautiful oils sitting at home with the orifice like dropper lids on them, and you use them just like that, which means if you're using them on babies and kids, which they need to be diluted for them, then maybe what you're doing is you're getting your olive oil, you're putting a little bit in your hands, you're getting your oil, you're putting a drop in your hand, rubbing over and using it, or using it on yourself, which is absolutely what I used to do, is just do that all the time. You get my olive oil, get my grapeseed oil, get my essential oil and rub and go, but it slows it down and it makes me not use them as much if I'm having to dilute it every single time I go to use them. So I love rollable bottles. They make using essential oils really easy because they are ready to go, diluted, ready just to roll on, and away you go. Now you've got a couple of choices when you dilute oils. You can, if you just want to dilute lavender but leave lavender as lavender, then absolutely you can just put lavender essential oil into a roller bottle, top it up with a carrier oil, and it's done. It's diluted lavender ready to go. But the fun thing is to make some of your own blends, and there are so many blends out there on Google. Yay for Google, what would we do without it? So this morning I jumped on and I just went Google Young Living roller bottle recipes, and that's what I did, and then it comes up with everybody's blends that they've created around the world, and some ideas of things to use. And so I'm going to show you how to do one this morning. This one is for head relief. It was titled Head Relief. And so it uses panaway, it uses lavender, and it uses peppermint blended together in a roller bottle. So my roller bottle today is actually an empty lavender bottle. So if you've found that you've got some empty Young Living oil bottles lying around, then you don't chuck them out, because you can start using them to make your own roller bottles. If you don't have any empty bottles and you still want to make a roller bottle, there's heaps of places you can buy roller bottles from. Again, just jump onto Google or jump onto Trade Me and just type in glass roller bottle, and it comes up with plenty of options. 5ml sizes, 10ml sizes, 1ml sizes, although they're a little bit small, but anyway. So yeah, jump on those. I have found that the Young Living roller bottle tops are the best. I haven't come across any that are so good, and so obviously this is not a roller top, this is a dropper. So we are lucky, Young Living have these things called AromaGlides. You can buy them in a 10-pack, and so this is how you turn your dropper into a roller, by getting a AromaGlide. And these are the best rollers I've definitely used. I used to buy lots on the internet, but nah, they're just not as good as Young Living. So here we go, this is what I'm going to do. Firstly, you can either use your fingers to pull off the dropper top, or you can use the cap itself to pop off the roller top, the dropper, and get rid of that, because we don't need that one anymore. Now this recipe that I found online told me I needed 10 drops of panaway, 10 drops of lavender, and 10 drops of peppermint, topped up with a carrier oil in a 10ml roller. Now this is a 15ml. But that's fine. I'm just not going to fill it to the top. If I did want to, then obviously I could do 15 drops, and fill it to the top. I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to not quite fill it to the top. So here we go. So I googled my recipe, I found my recipe, and I want one for head relief. So this is all I do. Put in 10 drops of panaway. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There we go, 10 drops of panaway. If you get one more, one less, doesn't really matter. So there's my panaway. Next is my lavender oil. Put 10 drops of that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There we go, 10 drops of lavender. Which is actually partly the reason why I'm recycling a lavender bottle, because it's already still got the residue of the lavender in there, so so that's quite nice. I didn't have to wash it. And peppermint, 10 as well. This one's a bit thicker, a bit slower. 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10. There we go. 10, 10, and 10 of those 3 oils. Now you need a carrier oil. Olive oil, grapeseed oil. I like to use Young Living's V6 oil. If you haven't tried this, then I recommend getting it. It's a whole combination of a whole different lots. Sesame seed, grapeseed, sweet almond, sunflower seed, etc. So there's a whole bunch that they've put together. And because I'm filling up, careful not to spill this now, because there's obviously lots of oil sitting in here. Because I'm filling it, I'm actually going to take the lid off this and I've got a squirter. You could totally just pour it in carefully if you want to. And I'm going to fill that. Clearly I'm not measuring it because I don't think it really matters. I'm going right up to approximately 10 mils, a third of the way from the top for this bottle. There we go. And just for the sake of this video, I'm going to stop there because you don't need to see me keep on tipping carrier oil into this bottle, so I'll stop there at the moment. But yeah, look into V6, it's a very, very, very nice carrier oil. Okay, now, this is filled with my essential oils, it's filled with my carrier oil. How do I now turn it into a roller top? I grab my AromaGlides. You need a lid and you need a top. Okay, so there we go, I've got my roller and I've got my lid. Now, you've got to be careful because if you put on your roller top, it just sits there, right? But it's not actually attached, it's coming up and down and up and down. So don't you tip this upside down or the whole thing's going to come. You need the lid, you screw on the lid all the way down, make it nice and tight. Okay, and what that's doing is it's pushing that roller bottle top right down into it. Take off the lid now, just check it. Yep, we're good. Now you can tip it upside down and it's good to go. And I'm going to roll it and ta-da, it's on me. I can now roll it on my head, it's diluted and it's ready to go. Now, last step. This obviously says lavender, but it is not lavender oil. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to rip off that lavender label, which leaves behind a sticky residue from the sticker. How do we get off the sticky residue? Two options. You can get lemon oil. Lemon oil is amazing for getting sticky off, so I could go and I can get my lemon oil and rub it around that sticky and it will just come right off. Or Thieves Household Cleaner. Again, Thieves Household Cleaner, which has lemon in it. Give this bottle a wash in Thieves Household Cleaner. So you might want to do that before you start putting all your oils together. Then I'll just get like a nice bit of like washi tape, or doesn't really matter. You could sellotape on a piece of paper like I used to do if you want to. Write on what it is. I will write head relief. I might like to remind myself that it's got lavender, panaway, peppermint inside it, just so when I go to refill it I know exactly what it is. And there we go. There is a roller bottle. I'll keep filling it with some carrier oil in a minute, but it is ready to go and use, and it's awesome. Hope that's helpful, and I'd love to see what roller bottles you like to make, whether they're for your kids or for yourself, if you like blending different ones together like I have done here, or whether you just like to create diluted versions of peppermint or diluted versions of panaway, whichever it is that you like to do. So enjoy, go and have yourselves a good day, and remember to recycle your Young Living bottles with some roller tops.